Get him. Just do it lightly. So like, I'm checking it out. Oh, he turned around the last second. Oh, lift. There you go. And you just keep lifting up until you get the line. You have to put your arm higher and there you go. Look at you, got your little bluegill. That's actually a nice sized bluegill. See, told you we're gonna get on some fish.
Yes, sure.
It's a nice sized gill. You know how to grab him? Yeah. Okay. I can smell him. He smells good. You sneaky little devil. Quit missing the hook and eat it. Whatever, just because you got a big one first don't mean nothing.
Yeah. This guy got through the nose.
Little baby bluegill. Oh, I just spooked the bass. I should have thrown him that way. Look at your little nice little bluegill. Right, try to catch another one. And there's normally a bunch of bass that hang out down there, so if these bass get too spooked, we have other options. He's looking at it. Bass looking at it, but he's not taking the bait. Yeah, he looked at it, but he didn't take it. So what you kind of want to do is when you swing it out, you want to swing it as far as you can, and then you want to let it see how it drifts. He was checking it out though, but there's a bass right there. So you kind of want to like, and then once you finish, think of this as like a pivot point, and you want to swing it out. So sometimes you have to throw it out and put your rod tip low, and then lift up slowly like that, so it keeps going straight. So it looks like it's swimming. It takes practice, but
okay. Once I figure out how to do that, it should be easier.
Yeah. They're probably gonna eat yours better than mine because the color and the pattern looks more natural. Come here, you little devil. There you go. Something's feeding down there. See if I can get you on a bass. You shall be our sacrifice.
The chosen one.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately for him, that is. Would you please quit wriggling around? I'm trying to stab you in the stomach a few times.
Just a few.
Just a few. All right, see if that gets a bass out there. It's going to be a bit heavier feeling, but you should be able to get it. There's a bluegill looking at it. He's probably going to he's probably going to hit the tail end that's hanging off. Just let it sit still for a minute. Here, the bass is looking at it. Bring it towards me a little bit. You see him looking at it? The bass is right there. He hasn't noticed it yet. He turned around for some reason. Just let it sit still. I wonder if he's on a bed. There's a bluegill looking at it. Bass just saw it. He's looking at it. Oh, oh. He just chased off a bluegill. He didn't go for your bait though. He swam right past it. I think he's protecting a bed. Bluegill's looking at it. Bass is chasing him off. You see him? So he must have a bed, which means he's protecting the eggs. He's not actually eating. So yeah, you see him chasing him off? So put your bait towards his bed and he might get irritated with it and try to move it. Because he doesn't want it near his stuff. And he sees it as a threat. He'll try to pick it up to move it. He's chasing the bluegill off. He might come over here. I'm watching. There's another bass right there, see him? That one's not on a bed, so he might go for it. He's looking at it. The other bass is looking at it now too. That's a big one. They might go for it. Let's see. He's looking at it. They're checking it out, but they don't. I'm too lazy for all that. So what I would do is just like pitch it straight out there and just let it sink. Just leave it alone. And then once your line hits the bottom, just get it just tight enough so you can feel if you get a bite. And then like just lift up a little bit. See how it's barely tight? So if you get a bite, you'll feel it. And then you just set the hook. Lift up. You got something. See how your line was moving? You got a bass. Oh, he let go. There's a bass. Here, lean it. Yeah. Come here. Mother trucker. Try not to fall in the water. Okay. Pitch that back out there. But they want it sitting still, so we know how they want it. So just let it sit back out there on the bottom and leave it alone and wait for them to pick it up again. But watch your line. If it starts to move, set the hook. But because that hook is small, they're gonna keep missing it. But if I put a big hook on there, then the bluegill won't be able to get hooked at all. That's a bluegill pecking it. They're tearing at it. See how your line's moving? There you go, you got your little bluegill. Pretty little bluegill too. Yep. Show off the pretty color. Hey, what you getting at, too? Come here. It's a little red ear. See the red? And the pretty colors. Have fun. All right, I'm gonna show you how to do this knot real quick. So let's say this is your hook eye, right? You push it through like this, and you have that loop. You would then spin your hook, you know, a couple times till you get a couple wraps. And you see a loop it made down there? Take your tag end, go through that loop, and then hold it. So you have that. And tighten it just a little, and then wet it. And then just pull it tight. That's your tie. And then when I'm rigging these up, I do it. This is the part that might be confusing for most people, is the loop knot. Because if you're fishing with one of these, like at your house, you don't have to do the leader. But what I like to do is, because I changed lines so much, because I fish so much, you could just leave this to a length where like you can hold it out and that feels comfortable. If you want it shorter and that feels more comfortable, then you can. But I like to give this about the length of the rod right there, and then I'll cut it off. And then I'll make a loop knot, which you just make a loop. This is the one that's hard to remember. Make a loop, make another loop in front of that loop, and then pinch them. Then take your tag, push it between the two loops, like that, and then take that second loop and pull it through to create a loop knot. Make sure it doesn't slip out. Cut off the tag bits. And then there you go. And then I would use that same knot, run it through, spin it a few times, and then put it through the loop and pull it tight. But I do that because I get snagged all the time and have to constantly change my line. And another reason why I do it is because there's no drag system on these. So if you hook into a big fish that's too big for the rod, and your line is 20-pound test, and then like this is 20 pound, and the rod can only handle a 10-pound fish, it'll break your rod. But if you put 5-pound test connected to this loop, it'll break at the loop because this line is stronger than that line, so it creates like a barrier. So I'm doing 12-pound, which is a little heavy, but it's the same thing. Just go through. It's hard to get these wraps because this one wants to bunch up. So get a few wraps. Get a few wraps like that. Go through the loop. Make sure you actually go through it. Pinch it. Hold this and then pull it tight. Let it. And then what I do is I like to hold this up. See my depth, see my thing. I'm going about right there. Cut this off. And then that's it. And then you tie your thing on. Look at that big old bluegill. Bass was chasing the bluegill too.
Yeah, it was.
It's like, I'm gonna eat you, you little bastard. That's a shell cracker, I think, or a warmouth. Yeah, that's a warmouth. You can grab him right by the lip. That's a warmouth.
By the lip?
A warmouth. By the lip. Just reach in his mouth and hold him by the lip. Like you would with a bass. Wait, you haven't caught one. Never mind.
Stop it. You better stop that.
You're not my mom.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Get it?
Here, show you a little trick. So if you get your thumb with your left hand in their mouth. Here's a little trick. I always drop a fish at least once on a trip, so.
Yeah.
Or you can, like I said, sometimes it's easier just to get a hold of them this way.
No, it's not. It's the
hook.
hook. Yeah.
Yeah, just calm down, sir. Just these hooks are short shanked, so it makes it kind of hard.
There we go.
Here's the little warmouth. He's like, what the hell happened to me? I was trying to eat breakfast, and then I got abducted by aliens. Let's see how this works.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha, you big bastard. Come on, get out of that log. Get out of the log, sir. He's got me wrapped. Okay, I got him out. You're out of there. No, sir. You know what the worst part is? I'm not even recording right now. How's it going? Oh yeah, I've seen a couple the other day. Trying to get this big old bass off of here. Oh yeah. They're bedding back here and he's been ignoring me all day.
Oh wow, nice.
Barely hooked him on the lip too.
Can I get a picture of that?
Oh yeah. I would say it's gonna be on my YouTube channel, but my battery died right before I hooked him. Yeah, there's like another 3 or 4that are a little bit smaller than this one over in the same little hole.
I knew there's some big fish in there. I didn't know how big. That's nice. Man.
Oh yeah, I think this is probably the biggest, the second biggest one I've seen in here. Oh yeah.
Nice.
You got something on your eye there, bud. Yeah. A little skinny, but you know, still fun.
Cool.
Here we go. Get as low as I can without falling in. Oh. Oh. Well, that was fun. Wish I'd have got any of it on camera. Oh. Yeah. Shoulder hurts. You got something on there? Oh, bluegill. All right. I think it's about time to walk towards the end. What do you think?
I think so.
Give these little fellers a break. Before we go, might as well try one more time. Try to leave that tail end nice and long. Looking at it. Come on, you know you want it. You know you want it. Look at that worm. Don't it look yummy? Ooh. Eat it, you know you want it. Just give it a little kiss. Give it a little kiss. Come on. Eat it. Go ahead. You know you want to. You know, it can smell it too. I know it smells that worm. It's on his face. Look. He still won't eat it. Come on. Come on. Oh, calm down, buddy. You're okay. Bluegill. Want to throw me a night crawler? Please. Just throw it. Look at that. You're gonna fly, you're gonna swim. You're Superman today. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Get out of there. No! Bluegill. Shell cracker. Or ready, or whatever you want to call it. Bluegill. Pretty colors. Why you gotta be difficult? Just let me have my line. Thank you. Oh. I landed it right in front of him. Come here. Whoa, that was risky. Oh, calm down, bud. Calm down. I know. I just abducted you like an alien. I'm sorry. I'm not, but... Oh, man, this hook is in there. I'm trying, bud. You're all hooked in there real good. There we go. Nice little skinny bass. Be about your way. Try to throw it over there in that shade. That's where I've been hooking them. Oh, you had a little nibble. And he stole my night crawler, but got my hook point all tangled up. There we go. I really wanted to get a catfish, but it's not staying on the bottom long enough. Because that bass didn't even hesitate. I landed it right in front of him, and he just crushed it. Like, I don't even think he was looking for it. He just saw it and was like, hey, look, food. Like it was a reaction bite instead of a... But I want to get it right here in this little... Not in the tree. In the eddy by the tree, please. That's not gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to get it there from this angle. Well, let's try against the bank. Let's try right there. Something's got it. Felt like a bluegill. Bluegill. Ooh. He ripped it in half. I watched him come up and just smack it. Then laugh and then swim away. They do that sometimes. They're just rude. Come here. Oh, hey dude, calm down. Bluegill. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up and I'm gonna bring out the artificials. That way you can have some worms. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up catching everything with this. So what?
So I'm gonna see if I can get anything on this little bit.
You will. Here, I'll show you a little trick though. All right. So there's little things you can do to increase your hookup ratio. So like, you know, they're gonna go for the worm, right? Mm-hmm. And you know once you get in the water it's gonna slide up, so your hook's way up there. So if you take this and kind of just put it through just the tip, so you have a smaller ball like that. Mm-hmm. If they eat it, they're gonna have to either bite here or up here to eat it, which means they're gonna get the hook. So you kind of tricking them into biting where the hook is instead of getting around it. But if you go over there where I'm standing and throw into that shade point by that bank, you'll probably get one. And I'm about to bring out a short rod, so. Bring out my crappie stalker with my curly tail. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna show you how to do a little different cast while you're over there, right? So what you're gonna wanna do is, because you're trying to cast basically sideways, is you're gonna wanna take your rod, like, cause that tree's in your way. So you're gonna wanna just like hold it like this, where it's up, let it swing out, and then go to the side, and then just. There you go. Big old bluegill. You little turds, quit stealing my...
They're being mean.
Yeah, they're biting it, but they're not getting the hook. So yes. Being very mean and disrespectful. Just like that.
Yep. How dare you. I'm trying to help you. I promise.
Try to fish this pool over here by this spring. Ah, you little turd. Come here, you little bastard. Hoo! Little baby creek bass. Little baby creek bass. Don't let him go. Where you at, Alexander? Oh, I see you. The tree was blocking you. You know? I said the tree was blocking you. Look at little baby bass. Oh yeah. Very pretty bluegill. Hear me? Got a really pretty bluegill. Danger noodle, danger noodle. I don't think those are poisonous.
Okay.
I'm still not gonna mess with him. I'm 90% sure that one isn't.
Yeah.
But I never am 100% because only fools are 100%. There's a bass right there in front of us. See him? Right, he's right there. No, you had a little nibble. Let's keep moving. That's generally how I fish. If I do a couple casts and it's not real good, just keep moving. Why waste time? It's getting close to coffee time too, so. Oh, now the fun part. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Think of that every time I walk through them bushes. Every single time. Every time I walk through those bushes, I hear in my head, welcome to Jurassic Park. Every time, because you're going through that tall grass. You've seen Jurassic Park, right?
Yes.
Okay. Not Jurassic World.
Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's been a while since I've seen
Let's try over here. There's a couple bluegill. I'll let you have first cast. You see, he just ate a fish off the top. I'll let you have first cast. I'll let you have first cast. There's a whole school of them right there, look. Whole bunch of little babies. See? Little babies. Oops.
little baby. Couple fish.
Yeah, you gotta hold it a lot lower and you gotta lean a lot more with the short rods. But they are fired up. You can get it over there. There's a little bass right there swimming too. He's coming our way. Look at the colors on him. Here, throw over that way a little bit. Like, see where that bank's undercut? Throw that way and bring it to you. There's a bass that was coming that direction. He wasn't real big, but. Man, you are hooked, dude. Good lord.
These little guys are active.
Oh yeah. Very active. Make sure I'm not standing in an anthill again.
Again.
Yeah, last time I came here. Or a couple times ago I came here and got clobbered by ants.
That doesn't sound too fun.
Nah, it wasn't.